Welcome to a time of transformation, a time when the world is awakening and the energy of change is palpable in every corner of our lives. As we stand on the cusp of 2025, something incredible is beginning to unfold. After decades of stagnation, material pursuits, and shallow distractions, there is a rising tide of awareness, drawing us toward a more profound, authentic existence. If you feel it, you are not alone. This shift, though subtle at first, is undeniable. It is a collective awakening, a movement toward deeper truths and more meaningful connections. People are beginning to ask the big questions, questions that have long been ignored or suppressed. They are turning inward, looking for answers not in external achievements or possessions, but in the depths of their own hearts and souls. The time for change has arrived, and 2025 is poised to be a pivotal year. A year when humanity might finally break free from old paradigms and embrace a new way of being. The question is, will you be part of this awakening, or are you already living within it? For much of history, spirituality has been hidden in the background, overshadowed by rigid dogmas and institutional structures that sought to control, rather than liberate, the human spirit. For centuries, spiritual practices were confined to remote monasteries or esoteric circles, far removed from the daily lives of most people. We were told what to believe, how to behave, and what to value, often at the cost of our deeper connection to ourselves and to the world around us. But now, things are changing. More and more people are questioning the status quo. Instead of simply accepting the answers handed to them, they are asking, what else is out there? The spiritual hunger that has long been suppressed is now rising to the surface. Practices such as energy work, intuitive healing, and ancient wisdom, once considered obscure or fringe, are now entering the mainstream. They are no longer confined to spiritual retreats or niche groups, but are openly discussed on podcasts, social media platforms, and even at dinner tables. What's fascinating is that those who once dismissed these practices as nonsense are now the ones asking questions, expressing curiosity, and seeking to understand. This is not something to fear, it's an invitation. Instead of seeing these questions as challenges, we can view them as opportunities to lead, to share, and to connect. This is not about division, it's about uniting in our shared quest for deeper meaning and understanding. In the past, spirituality was often seen as something for the few, reserved for monks, mystics, or those on the fringes of society. But now, that's changing. More and more people are seeking answers to the mysteries of life, searching for a greater sense of purpose, and opening themselves to the unknown. As 2025 draws closer, this spiritual awakening will only continue to grow. The emerging interest in spirituality is not just a passing trend, it's a global movement, a collective push toward a new way of thinking, feeling, and living. What's remarkable is that this awakening is open to everyone. It's not about your family history, your upbringing, or any special bloodline. It's about choice. It's about choosing to step beyond the limitations of old beliefs and embrace something greater. Do you feel it? The call to awaken, to lead, and to guide others through this time of change. Perhaps you've noticed that more people are coming to you for advice, for clarity, or simply for your presence. It's not by chance. There is something in you that draws people in. Your energy, your calm, your ability to see through the noise. This is no accident. Whether you realize it or not, you have been preparing for this moment. Your unique gifts, your intuition, your wisdom, your healing energy have been quietly developing, waiting for the right time to be fully realized. And that time is now. In 2025, you will be called to step into your role as a guide, a mentor, a light for others who are just beginning to awaken. 2025 is not just about waking up to the world around us, it's about waking up to the world within. We all have latent abilities, gifts, and talents that are lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge. That moment is fast approaching. Have you ever had a sudden insight or a hunch that proved to be true? Maybe you felt an intuitive knowing, a sense of connection to something greater than yourself. Those moments weren't just coincidences, they were glimpses of your true potential. In 2025, these gifts will be activated in ways that many of us never imagined. Whether it's the ability to heal with a touch, to see beyond the surface with heightened intuition, or to create in ways that flow effortlessly, these gifts are not just fantasies. They are your birthright. And the spiritual energy sweeping across the globe is helping to activate them in ways that will empower you to help others navigate this time of transformation. Imagine being able to touch someone's life in a way that shifts their entire perspective, or offering a healing presence to someone in pain, simply by being in the right place at the right time. These gifts aren't just for you. They are tools that will allow you to play an essential part in this global awakening. The year 2025 will be a year of extraordinary spiritual growth, and you are being called to participate in it. However, this awakening is not just an individual journey, it's a collective one. For too long, the world has been driven by fear, greed, competition, and the relentless pursuit of material wealth. We've been conditioned to value money over relationships, status over connection, and success over compassion. But what if 2025 marks a turning point? What if this is the year when people begin to live from the heart, making decisions based not on external achievements, but on love, empathy, and connection? Living from the heart is not just an ideal, it is the foundation for the new world we are collectively building. As we move closer to 2025, we are already seeing signs of this shift. More and more people are choosing careers that align with their passions, rather than simply pursuing the next rung on the corporate ladder. People are leaving jobs that drain their souls in search of work that brings them joy and fulfillment. Families are coming together and prioritizing emotional connection over practical concerns. Acts of kindness, once rare, are becoming more frequent, and people are finding creative ways to help others. These are not isolated incidents. They are part of a larger global movement, a shift in consciousness that is taking place all over the world. 2025 is about rebalancing, not just on an individual level, but on a collective one. As people wake up to their true potential and align with their hearts, we will see a new kind of society emerge, one based on compassion, connection, and mutual respect. And you are part of this change. Whether you are already aware of it or not, you are being called to play an essential role in this awakening. It doesn't matter where you are or where you've been. The time has come for you to step into your power, to embrace your unique gifts, and to help others do the same. The world is changing, and 2025 is the year when it will begin to shift in ways we've only dreamed of. It's not a distant future, it's unfolding now, in every moment, and you are part of it. So ask yourself, are you ready to embrace the transformation that is taking place? Are you ready to step into your role as a guide, a leader, a light in this new world? The call is here, and it's time to answer it. Imagine a world where every choice, no matter how small, is driven by compassion, understanding, and a deep sense of connection. In such a society, people wouldn't act out of rivalry, competition, or fear. Instead, they would be motivated by a genuine desire to connect with one another, to support each other, and to work together toward a common good. If individuals, companies, and governments all started prioritizing relationships over power, how would that change the way we live and interact with each other? What if, in 2025, we made the conscious decision to abandon the outdated systems of fear and isolation that have dominated our world for so long? What if instead we chose to build a new paradigm where the heart, not the ego, is at the center of everything? The idea of such a world may sound beautiful, even idealistic, but the path to getting there will not be without challenges. Every significant shift, especially one as transformative as this, comes with its own set of difficulties. When we look at the world today, we already see signs of the old paradigm starting to crumble. Fear is spreading rapidly. Divisions between different groups of people are becoming more pronounced, and the structures that have long held society together are being shaken to their core. These are not signs of failure or the end of something good. Rather, they are signs of an evolution in progress. The old ways are being dismantled to make space for something new. This is a natural part of the process. Just as a forest fire, though destructive, clears the way for new growth to emerge, the upheaval we're witnessing today is clearing out the outdated systems and energies that have been holding us back, making way for a more enlightened and connected future. On a personal level, this time of transformation may feel unsettling. You might notice that your relationships are in flux, your emotions are unpredictable, or that there's a sense of uncertainty in the air. It's easy to feel overwhelmed at such a time, but it's crucial to stay grounded. Grounding yourself is not just about finding stability in the chaos. It's about reconnecting with your inner truth, and aligning yourself with the higher energies that are at work during this great shift. Taking time for self-care practices like journaling, meditation, and spending time in nature can help you maintain balance. It's also important to surround yourself with others who share your vision and who can remind you that you are not alone. The changes happening in the world may seem frightening or disorienting, but they are not a sign of the end. They are simply the space being cleared for a new beginning. The storm is not forever. It is just the prelude to the dawn of something much brighter. Even in the midst of this upheaval, you can trust that you are being divinely protected. Your presence on this planet at this time is no accident. There is a deeper purpose behind everything you are experiencing, even the challenges. You may notice moments of synchronicity, those unexpected occurrences when things fall into place with ease, or when you receive guidance at just the right moment. These experiences are not coincidences. They are signs that the universe is supporting you, guiding you on your path. Divine protection does not mean a trouble-free existence. It means that you are being provided with everything you need to navigate the challenges ahead. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the resources within you to overcome anything that comes your way. What's even more exciting is that this sense of interconnectedness and support is not limited to just a few individuals. It's spreading across the globe. More and more, people are beginning to understand that we are all deeply connected, that the struggles of one person are the struggles of us all. For too long, humanity has been trapped in the illusion of separation. We've believed that our differences, our race, nationality, culture, and beliefs define us and divide us. We've allowed fear and competition to drive us apart. But in 2025, that illusion is beginning to shatter. People are waking up to the truth that we are all part of the same human family. And as we begin to recognize this, we are moving toward unity. This shift is already visible in the way people are responding to the world's biggest challenges. Issues like climate change, social justice, and inequality, once thought to be the concerns of only a few, are now on the minds of many. People who once dismissed these topics are beginning to take action. You might find that someone who once mocked environmentalism is now recycling or advocating for sustainable practices. A family member who once ignored conversations about equality is now speaking out for justice. It's as though humanity is waking up to the realization that the problems faced by a few affect all of us. This awakening is not just about global movements. It's also about the small, everyday acts of kindness and connection that are taking place all around us. People are starting to reach out to one another in ways that reflect a deeper sense of empathy and understanding. Online communities are blossoming, where people share their hopes, vulnerabilities, and experiences. Neighbors are coming together to support one another. There is a growing sense that we are all in this together, and we have the power to create positive change. The most powerful thing about this awakening is that, when individuals wake up, the collective consciousness shifts as well. Imagine billions of hearts and minds all coming into alignment, tuning into the same frequency of compassion, understanding, and action. But this shift is not passive. It's not about waiting for someone else to fix the world's problems. It's about recognizing that each of us has a part to play in this transformation. The time for waiting is over. This is the moment to act. Now is the time to step up and embrace your role in the creation of a better world. Each person's actions, no matter how small, contribute to the collective awakening. There is no room for complacency. The world is changing, and it's up to all of us to help shape it. But perhaps the most important realization of all is that this transformation isn't just about creating a better world for everyone else. It's about you. In 2025, you will step into your true creative power. For generations, humanity has been conditioned to look outside ourselves for guidance. We've been taught to rely on systems, authorities, and external forces to lead us. But now, the energy of this new era is urging us to look inward, to remember that we have always had the power to shape our reality. It's not about waiting for permission or for the perfect moment. It's about recognizing that every thought, decision, and action you take has a ripple effect on the world around you. You are already creating your reality, whether you realize it or not. The question is not if you are creating, but what you are creating. When you are clear about what you want and align yourself with your highest vision, you may start to notice how things fall into place almost effortlessly. Opportunities arise, people show up to support you, and what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. This isn't luck or coincidence, it's the power of your creative energy at work. In 2025, that energy will only increase. The more you step into your creative potential, the more you will see the world around you begin to shift in response. However, with great power comes great responsibility. While it's important to pursue your personal goals and dreams, it's equally important to recognize that your creations affect the collective. Every community you build, every relationship you nurture, and every idea you put out into the world has an impact on those around you. The new Earth is not just about individual success, it's about creating a world where everyone can thrive. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you make progress toward your goals, you're contributing to the collective shift. You're helping to create a world where unity, compassion, and understanding are the driving forces. So what will you create in 2025? Will you live in alignment with your deepest values? Will your actions reflect the kind of world you want to see? This is the year to dream big, take bold action, and trust that the universe will meet you halfway. The new Earth is not a distant vision. It is here, now, waiting for you to embrace your role as a co-creator of reality. You don't need to wait for approval or the perfect moment. The time to act is now. The world is ready for the changes you are about to bring. Thank you for being part of this journey of awakening. The world is shifting, and so are we, together. If you felt inspired by today's message, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this collective transformation and how you're stepping into your role as a light in this new era. Remember, you are not alone in this. The power to create a more compassionate, connected world lies within all of us. Stay grounded, stay inspired, and let's continue this awakening together. Thank you for your presence, and I'll see you in the next one.